And let's get you all the details you need to know about this cyclone as it's set to make landfall in a matter of 2 to 3 hours from now. Biparjoy essentially means disaster, and this was a name that was recommended by Bangladesh. We've of course spoken about this in great detail of how really the names of these cyclone is chosen by the Met Department. It's expected that this particular cyclone could cause massive damage. The landfall is expected to happen in a few hours from now. And Gujarat, for the last 20 years, hasn't witnessed a tropical cyclone like this one. Most of your cyclones and depressions and systems are formed in the Bay of Bengal. This one, of course, is in the Arabian Sea. And that's why nothing is being left to chance. You've got 17 NDRF teams who've currently been deployed in different parts of Gujarat, and we've been getting you all of those images of these NDRF personnel already in action, evacuating, ensuring all steps are taken to ensure minimal casualties are reported. At this point, over 74,000, that number has gone up to 95,000, by the way. 95,000 people have been evacuated so far. A red alert, of course, has been sounded in different parts of Gujarat. Let me hand this across now to Saurabh Bakhtania. He's joining us live from Jamnagar in Gujarat. Here too, there's a red alert that's been sounded. Saurabh, what's the situation currently? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're safe. Wind speeds have been picking up, at least looking at the reports that your colleagues have filed.
Well, Akshita, the situation is very much difficult here in Jamnagar. The speed of wind is extremely high, and right now just there is a call to NDRF and district officials over here. Look at this. This is a huge tree which has completely fallen down. Look at the visuals right now. We are breaking exclusively on India Today. These are the visuals right from Jamnagar. This is the Bed area, and this is the electric pole and the huge tree which has directly fallen on this house. Look at the visuals over here. What we have been told that yes, there were few people which have been evacuated on time. There are some injuries, but right now the wind is at very high speed. The situation is very difficult at the moment. What the officials are telling us that it is now that all the people should be inside. This was a huge tree. These are the farms over here, and on this particular road, this is the huge tree which is located, and it has completely fallen down on this particular tree, this particular house. There is also a bike which has come under this particular tree. This is the electric pole, Akshita, which too has fallen down. Look at the visuals over here. In line, you can see all the trees have fallen down. So wind has taken a huge speed over here in Jamnagar. It may not be raining, but the wind speed is very high. Now, let me show you more visuals over here. Ask my camera person, Vaibhav, to show you that this crane came over here to rescue the people over here. They were here to remove these trees and to rescue people, but that crane is now stuck. Now, there is another crane which has been called by the official. First, this crane will be removed, after which this road will be opened. Look at this. The road is completely blocked over here, and many such calls the NDRF teams are getting, Akshita. Let me tell you, there are over 2 teams of NDRF and SDRF and the government officials who are present over here. They're continuously getting calls that trees are falling, the electric poles are falling, and this is just the beginning, Akshita. Let me cut across the visuals once again. That just see that how huge this tree is, and it has fallen on this particular house. This is the house of a farmer. Behind this is the farm, and this is the house of the farmer.
Saurabh, you know, you're right when you say that the worst is yet to come, and already this is the kind of damage that's being reported. Fortunately, in that particular property from where Saurabh is reporting, there were no people inside, so no casualties that have been reported. Most of these places have been evacuated. And as Saurabh continues to report for us from Jamnagar, I want to bring in also Ashutosh Mishra. We're ensuring that we get you reports from every single district of Gujarat that's been issued a red alert by the Met Department. Ashutosh, you've been reporting for us from Mandvi. Tell us the situation right now, because you got us some scary images earlier, Ashutosh, of how the wind speeds were picking up, and we could see how you were struggling to stand there even.
Well, Akshita, that was just a trailer. Imagine because the landfall hasn't taken place yet, and by the time it happens, and by the time impact with its peak velocity comes to the coastal area, that will be again in certain hours. So what we believe that during midnight people will be totally asleep, and when they wake up in the morning, then they will see the devastation brought by this cyclone. And here what you see, I can see there is one of the most famous Swaminarayan temple in Mandvi. Look at this is the inner roof of this structure. There's a prayer hall, and this is what the wind has created. Since afternoon there have been literally high speed, high velocity of the wind, and one after one the sheet of the metal sheet is falling down. So there was a warning quite that those are the kacha structure, not really very strong, not very concrete one, could probably be impacted by this. And here what we see, though the rain shower downpour is on and off, but the velocity, the wind speed is quite high since morning. And as with the coming hours, when the cyclone will approaching to the close proximity of the coastal line, then probably after 10 or 11 o'clock we will have the highest speed, and perhaps by early morning we'll have the peak velocity of the wind here approaching to the coastal line, and that will probably trigger, though there have been some uprooting of the trees, certain incidents, but there is no casualty reported so far. There is no electricity in the entire region of Mandvi, even at the certain places where essential services are being carried out. They have maintained with the generator sets, but for now there is no electricity. The people are in the safer places. They're ensuring food and medicines reaches on time. Even we are struggling to maintain our batteries backup, but that's really gonna be really very challenging task, and this is gonna be one of the longest night for the people of Mandvi. They never suffered through such cyclone, and as now the scary images since morning they have been seeing on the television, one can really anticipate that how it's gonna be really for the next few hours.